It just looks like vomit. Literally looks like I've just been sick in a bowl. Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new Cooking with Ant video. And this video is actually brought here, not sponsored or anything like that, but by Steam Despair, who wanted me to try making a perfection salad, which apparently came from the 1950s, and I've done a little bit of research, and it sounds absolutely awful. So I feel like Steam Despair only suggested this to punish us. I don't know what I've done to you. It's gonna be nasty, it's gonna be so bad. But we'll see, I might be pleasantly surprised. This might be my new favourite dish. It's not going to be, I know it's not. There's no way I can convince myself that this is a good idea. Okay, so the recipe that I'm going to be following is from the vintagerecipecards.com. And if you don't know what perfection salad is, it's basically a gelatin salad monstrosity. It sounds absolutely horrific. It sounds so bad. And this is what it's supposed to look like. And you can tell it doesn't taste nice. I don't know why people invented this for. Okay, so apparently my first step is to add 2 envelopes of unflavored gelatin. So in they go. Yum yum yum. Animal bones. And I also need half a cup of sugar and a teaspoon of salt. And then it says mix that well. So I need a cup of water. I don't know how much a cup of water is. Cup of water in milliliters. 236 milliliters of water. Okay, so we just pour that straight in. And then we heat this up and dissolve all the gelatin and sugar and stuff. And also, because I know that I have I'm not going to say an older audience, but I have a slightly mature audience. I don't have like any 13-year-olds watching my videos. I don't think so anyway. My analytics don't tell me that I do. So I'm just wondering, have you ever tried perfection salad? Like when you were growing up, did your grandma make it for you or anything? And why? Why did she make it for you? I feel like it must be one of those dishes that were invented around like the wartime to kind of save on ingredients or something. It feels like that, doesn't it? It feels like rationing. And I know I've done a few kind of cooking videos in the past, and I'm thinking about making it like, not necessarily a series or anything, but just a reoccurring kind of video theme where I cook random things, and obviously calling it Cooking with Ant. So if you have any ideas of unusual things that you want me to try on the channel, then let me know down in the comments. Nothing serious. I'm not going to be making like flapjacks or like normal things. Normal things you would see on a serious cooking show that take their food cooking very seriously. Because I don't care. I'm a crap cook and I'm a crap baker. I'm interested in trying very weird and unusual recipes that might be quite disgusting. Because this might be nice. It might be. Real emphasis on might. Also because I made them gelatin cakes last time. In this recipe, you don't have to make the gelatin bloom. You just add it straight to the pan, which I found quite unusual because obviously I'm an expert in gelatin now. I don't want to eat the entire thing, but that's dissolving away quite nicely. Okay, that's fully dissolved in the pan, so I'm going to take that off the heat. On this instruction, it says pour in 1 can, 12 ounces of apple juice. What does that mean? That's so American.
Whimsical window eggs.
I'm going to have to find out what 12 ounces of apple juice is. 12 ounces in milliliters? 340 milliliters. So I just bought some cloudy apple juice. It didn't specify what kind of apple juice I needed, so I thought this would be fine. It's a lot of apple juice. I prefer orange juice to apple juice. Oh, this looks awful. I feel like I'm doing this right, but I could be doing it completely wrong. Right, now I need half a cup of lemon juice, but what's half a cup? 180 milliliters of lemon juice. That's a lot of lemon juice. It's going to be very sour. Okay, in that goes. And then you need 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Again, it didn't specify what kind of vinegar, so I just bought white vinegar. Because otherwise it would have said malt vinegar, wouldn't it? 2 tablespoons of this. There. 1, 2. I hate vinegar. This has literally got everything in it that I can't stand. Right, so I've put my apple juice, my lemon juice, my vinegar, and it needs 1/4 cup of cold water. Oh my god, how much does this want? Right, what's a 1/4 cup in milliliters? 59 milliliters of cold water. For how much water 59 milliliters is, it feels kind of pointless, doesn't it? But in it goes. So then I need to pour this into a medium bowl. It's incredibly filthy, this bowl, but I don't think you can see how dirty it is on camera, so I'm winning. I feel like that looks right. And then I need to pop this into the fridge for about an hour, or apparently until it turns into the consistency of unbeaten egg white. It just gets worse as it progresses. So I'm gonna pop my disgusting mixture into the fridge. I don't know whether it'll take an hour, but I'll see you in a bit and we'll move on to the next step. It smells horrible. Okay, so I'm back with my little mixture, and I feel like it's the right consistency. It's a little bit slimy, a little bit weird. It looks about right. And now we're just turning this into salad. Okay, so first I need a cup of shredded carrot. Just peel it with a knife. I'll go get a peeler. I should have really just bought a bag of pre-grated carrot, but I wanted to put the effort in clearly. Right, so I need to grate this carrot. I need enough for a cup. Take forever. Okay, so a cup of grated carrot into the mixture. Lovely. Now what do I need? It says a cup of sliced celery, but it doesn't tell me how finely to slice it or anything like that, so I'll just do it whatever way I feel like it. I also hate celery. I can't stand it. Okay, I think that'll do. And just shove you in there. And then it needs half a cup of chopped green pepper. And I do actually like green pepper. It's probably one of the only things that I like that's in here. As well as carrot. I like carrot. I don't know how chunky it's supposed to be. Okay, so you pepper straight in the mixture. And then I need a full cup of finely shredded cabbage. And I wasn't sure what cabbage to get. It didn't specify, so I just went for this cabbage. And I'm not a huge fan of cabbage. I don't mind it. I'll eat it if it's on my plate, but it's not something I would go for. It's weird as well, you don't actually cook it or anything. It's all just raw. It can take so long. Okay, and then that goes straight in the mixture as well. Anything else? Okay, so on this recipe, it wants a full can of chopped pimiento, and I wasn't sure what pimiento was, and I don't know whether I'm pronouncing that right either, but then after some research, it's like a red pepper, and I couldn't find any in the shop at all. So I bought some sweet picante peppers, and they're spicy, so I'm a little bit worried about that, because I'm a complete wuss when it comes to spice. And I'm not adding a full can either, I'll just add... Do I chop them? I have to chop them. How hot are these? Let me try the liquid. Oh, it tastes like it's going to be a bit spicy. I don't think it's going to be too spicy. I'll just do about that many. I don't want too many in. The thing is, this is a lot of work for something that I know is going to taste horrible. Okay, so all this goes into the mixture too. It looks awful. It looks so bad. So now I just need to stir all of this together until it's well combined. So I'll do that now. Oh, it's so jelly-like. Ugh. Oh, why? Just why? The consistency of this is disgusting. It just looks like vomit. Literally looks like I've just been sick in a bowl. I really hope it tastes better than it looks. Okay, well I think that's thoroughly mixed. And now we just pour it into our jelly mold. I just bought a very traditional one. Just slop this in. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. Okay, well that's done. I need to refrigerate this for, I think it said about 4 hours, or until obviously it's fully set. So it might be till tomorrow, it might be later tonight, who knows. But I'll pop it in the fridge and then I'll meet you back here and we can do a little taste test. See what perfection salad is all about. Okay, I'm back, and I'm really not looking forward to this part, I'm not gonna lie. But I have my perfection salad out of the mold, and I'm pretty sure it's set. It looks pretty solid. So I guess it's just time to take this out the mold and have a taste. I hope I can get it out. It said to use a bowl of hot water. I'm just gonna get some hot water. I think that'll help. Okay, let's dunk it in here first. See if it can soften up the sides. See if that's helped any. Okay, the moment of truth. Will it come out of its mold in one piece? And is it set? Oh, it looks so awful. Look at that. Oh dear. Why would you make something like this? I'm just really questioning it. To be fair, it actually smells quite nice, I'm not gonna lie. Just look at that wobble. It's got so much like salady stuff in there, but it's just, none of it's cooked. So I think it's going to be quite crunchy. Anyway, I'm just delaying this because I don't want to eat it, but time to sample my perfection salad. Oh, do I really have to eat it? I really don't want to. Okay, cheers. If you were having it at home, that's what it would look like on your spoon. It's really not nice. It's really not good. It took so much courage to bite into it. I had it in my mouth for so long because I just didn't want to chew. Weirdly enough, the taste isn't too bad. It tastes kind of salady, but also a bit sweet and tangy. It's the texture that throws us off. Like jelly combined with crunch. Two textures you don't want together. You don't want that to happen. It's not right. Who would want to eat it? I want to know the thought process behind a housewife back in like the 40s or the 50s saying, "Oh honey, guess what I'm making tonight? A perfection salad made with gelatin." You just wouldn't do it. I honestly have nothing else to say about it. It's so gross. I'm not going to go in for a second bite, and I'm also not going to put this in the fridge and save it for later. It's going straight in the bin. Well, that just about does it for today's episode of Cooking with Ant. And if I'm being honest, it's actually been successful because I have made what I intended to make and it all went well. The only issue is the outcome. It's just not nice. But if you did enjoy this culinary masterpiece, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And again, if you have any suggestions for weird, unusual or gross food that you want to see me make, then feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm not sure any suggestion can top this, but try. You're more than welcome to try. Anyway, I'm going to douse this in petrol and set it on fire so I never have to see it again. But I will hopefully see you next week for a brand new video. It's not going to be a cooking video, don't worry. You won't have to experience any of this.